Pavlina from Pavlina's Kids Plays. I'm on location in Houston, Texas with an awesome female leader, the Mayor of Houston, Texas, Mayor Parker. Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm doing very well today. Glad to have the Girl Scouts here in town.
Yes, thank you. So looking back while you were growing up, what do you think helped you learn to deal with people and make a difference?
That is a very broad question.
Thank you.
It means that it can have multiple answers. I was expected to be a volunteer. My family volunteered in a number of activities, and I was expected to volunteer as well. And I believe volunteering is something that everybody should do, and it doesn't matter how old you are. Volunteering makes a difference. Now, I also had to learn how to deal with people because I was very, very shy. And that's a different answer to your question.
Yes, okay. So kids have all kinds of obstacles growing up. What kind of obstacle did you have, and how did you overcome or deal with it?
Well, as I just indicated, I was very, very shy, an extreme introvert, had difficulty speaking to other people and certainly in front of other people. But public speaking is a learned skill, and so is being more socially comfortable. And I set out to try to learn how to do it, and now I'm the mayor of the 4th largest city in America.
Nice. So what do you think is the greatest need for girls today in order to succeed with their lives?
Girls need to be self-confident. Girls need to be comfortable in their bodies. So I think girls still, after all of these generations, struggle with body image issues. I think girls need to feel comfortable with their intellect. I want you to be the smartest, most knowledgeable person that you can be, and acquire skills. And they're too often still to this day, there are girls who think they have to dumb themselves down to get along with boys. So I think those are two really, really critical things, that girls should be comfortable with their intellect and girls should be comfortable in their bodies.
Okay. Robert Roberts from ABC Good Morning America will be talking for the Girl Scout convention, and her topic will be if girls ran the world. How do you think if the girls did run the world, what do you think it would be like?
There are some differences between men and women, girls and boys, in how we approach the world and how we process data and information. I think there's a lot more discussion. I think there's a lot more attempt to do consensus building. But ultimately, we would still be dealing with many of the same difficult and intractable issues that we do today.
Yeah.
So there wouldn't be any magic about girls running the world, but hopefully there would be opportunities to stop and think about alternatives to aggression.
Okay. So being a girl can be tough, but being an individual and standing up for what you believe in is tough too. If people are mean to you, how do you handle it, and what advice do you have for kids?
I'm a politician. People are mean to me all the time.
Yeah.
People send me hate mail, and certainly people vote against me. I have to be comfortable with my own conscience. I have to know that when I do something that it's for the greater good, and if I can believe that internally, it helps me ignore the people who want to attack me. Not everybody is going to like you. It doesn't matter what kind of job you're in. Not everybody's going to like you. Not everybody's going to get along with you. Some people you have never met are going to dislike you for no reason that you can discern. It's more apparent in politics. It's more public. But it's a fact of life. And each one of us has to get to a point where we're comfortable with who we are. And if we don't like who we are, there are ways to change that. I know who I am, I'm comfortable with who I am, and it helps me deal with the things that I don't like from other people. But I had to learn I had to learn how to be more articulate socially.
Mm-hmm.
I had to learn to do public speaking and get over my shyness. And I've had to struggle with weight issues, which a lot of girls deal with. That's that body image thing. But I'm happy where I am now. But I also, when I got to a point where I was unhappy about certain things, I worked on them.
That's good. Okay, so what involvements did you have, and you smiling in Texas and being a leader here in Houston, Texas?
I'm sorry, could you give me that question again?
Yes. What motivates you and has you smiling in Houston and being a leader here in Houston, Texas?
I love my city. I love my job. There's nothing like being a mayor of your hometown. Mayors work 24/7 like cities.
Yeah.
Cities have to operate at a very high level all the time. And at the same time, the job that cities do hasn't changed since people lived in caves. You have to have fresh water, you have to have a toilet, you have to have some place to put the trash, you have to have a power source, you have to have somebody to stand in the front of the cave to keep the tigers away. So all of those things are the very same things that human beings have done in order to live together for thousands and thousands of years. And I see myself in the chain of history. Even though today we use modern technology, the job's the same, and it never stops.
Yeah.
And the bigger the city, the more smoothly it has to work for everybody to be able to live here together. So I love the job. It's fascinating, but each city has its own personality, and I truly am part of Houston.
That's good. So, your goals, what are your goals for you and your city?
Well, I try to be the best mayor I can be for Houston all the time, and always try to look farther down the road to make sure that I make long-term decisions, not just short-term decisions. My goal for Houston, that it continues to grow and prosper as a city. I personally would like to see it become a greener city with more park space, and more energy efficient city, that we don't, we reduce our carbon footprint, and we're doing both of those things.
Okay, good. Well, thank you so much for talking to me.
Absolutely, I'm very happy to visit with you. I do appreciate the fact that the Girl Scouts are here in Houston. It's a wonderful city. It's full of museums and interesting things to do, and I hope some of you get to go out and experience the city.
Yes. Okay, well, thank you.
Thank you.